Hey guys, and welcome to another MasterChaotix video. Today's actually a pretty rare video because there's 104 days of summer vacation before school comes along just to end it. Even though school is about to start in a few weeks, but it's only early August. That's right, guys. Today we are talking about Phineas and Ferb. But before we get into the important stuff, you should know about the show's format. So it involves around two stepbrothers, Phineas and Ferb, who spend each day of their summer vacation doing crazy things like making massive city-ride roller coasters. But their sister Candace always tries to get them in trouble by telling on them to their mom, or as the show references it as busting. They also have a pet platypus named Perry, who's actually a secret agent, going off to fight the evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz, which a lot of fans consider him to be the best character in the show. Then, at the end of the day, the Perry and the Phineas and Ferb plots intersect, making their inventions disappear right before Candace goes to show her mom. And yeah, that's basically the basis for the entire show. But we're also going to go over my experiences with the show. I'm not going to use the word chapters. I'm going to use the word stages because the word chapters to me seems a bit too nerdy. So on to stage 1, my experience. Well, my first experience with Phineas and Ferb was in June 2022 when the other class invited us to watch a movie during our hot dog lunch. See, in my school, we have hot dog lunch a few weeks before the end of the school year. But we didn't watch a movie, so the teacher just put it on Phineas and Ferb. And I think that it was the season 4 episode called Sidetracked. I don't know which episode it was, but I'm 100% sure that it was Phineas and Ferb. When I was younger, I had no idea what I was watching. I actually thought we were watching a boring documentary. Well, why? It's because I wasn't watching Phineas and Ferb in 2022. I didn't even know that it even existed because in 2022 I was watching other cartoons like Gumball. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, a year later in the summer of 2023, I heard that Phineas and Ferb was getting a rerun on Disney Channel, Disney XD, and Disney Plus for a brand new season with 40 more episodes. But we'll get to that in a bit. After I heard the news, I went on Disney Plus and searched Phineas and Ferb, and I decided to watch an episode or two, starting with the first episode where they build that roller coaster, or when they went to race in the Swamp Oil 500 using their mom's car, which they customized to make it look cool. The episode is called The Fast and the Phineas, but it resulted in me watching Phineas and Ferb almost every day. Oh, guys, the top cartoons I watched when I was in grade 4 was Phineas and Ferb and The Loud House. I actually think the message of the show is good, where we should make good use of our time, even in the summer, because summers are short and we have to make the most of it. And I think that we should all make good use of our free time, even in the summer. You guys know when your parents used to say that in the summer you should study for your education and read chapter books? But to me, I don't really think that's how we should spend our summer. To me, I think that summer is about cartoons, video games, going to the movies, playing Roblox and Fortnite with the homies, reading comics, go camping, and go on fun vacations like Disney World or Jamaica, and not study math and English and reading chapter books. But I understand the importance of school because if you don't focus on school, then you can't graduate high school and might have to repeat a few grades, and you probably might not go into a good college or even get a good job, and you probably might not buy your first house or your first car and might end up homeless on the streets. But anyway, back to the thing that I was saying earlier. I stopped watching Phineas and Ferb and The Loud House after a while because I was watching a lot of YouTube stuff when I was in grade 4. I also stopped watching Cartoon Network and Disney Channel. I didn't watch Nickelodeon because of SpongeBob. And my parents never let me watch SpongeBob at all, and they still do because they thought that SpongeBob isn't good for my health and it just teaches me to be silly. But anyway, getting into Stage 2, the new season. See if you don't know. Phineas and Ferb is back for another new season and 40 more episodes, and premiered on Disney Channel on June 5th of this year and premiered the next day on Disney Plus. Disney XD had to wait a few weeks. But guys, if you are thinking that the show was running for a really long time, then you are wrong. Because the series started in 2007 and ended in 2015. But they had specials like the Alcohol special in November 2015. They had a crossover with Milo Murphy's Law in 2018. And it had a Disney Plus original movie called Candace Against the Universe in 2020. So it went through a viral gap between 2020 and this year. Also, I'm going to tell you the things that happened in the new season of Phineas and Ferb. In the first episode, it literally shows them in school reviewing the events of what's happened in Phineas and Ferb Last Day of Summer, which is the last episode in the OG series. And then when school is about to end, Phineas sings this song called Summer is Starting Right Now. That is my Phineas voice. I'm just trying to sound like him. But anyway, it doesn't really start with the main theme song in the intro. You know what? I'm not gonna give any spoilers for the rest of the episodes, but I can give you a hint. So in the new episodes, the boys build a submarine sandwich submarine, gecko gear for bouncing throughout the city. They also make a giant bookshelf. Candace gets her driving license. Buford has multiple moles of Candace, which is really creepy. Stacy joins the OWCA for some reason. Doof turns himself into a moth, which is really gross. And the Fireside Girls go ballistic over cupcakes, which is really weird. The boys have a cool sleepover. Meep goes to St. Louis. Candace teaches her mama how to bust. The boys turn into Doofenshmirtz 2.0s. And also in one episode, they build a zoetrope called Tropey McTrope Face. Yeah, guys, that sounds like a roast, right? And it also stars Michael Bublé singing a song about it. And guys, don't worry if it's going to be any different than the original series, cause it's not a reboot, it's a revival, as they say in their rap song to promote season 5. You can watch it on YouTube if you like after this video. If you guys want to know where you can watch the new season, well, if you still watch cable TV, then you can watch it on Disney Channel and Disney XD. If you want to watch it on streaming, then you can watch it on Disney Plus or Hulu for Americans because Hulu is an American streaming service. And Amazon Prime Video, well, maybe, and YouTube. I recommend you guys watch the new season on streaming instead of cable TV because we live in an era where cable TV channels like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney Channel, along with some others, are declining in viewership because everybody these days is watching Netflix, Disney Plus, and YouTube. Hence, the streaming era. Anyway, guys, I think that you should watch the new season of Phineas and Ferb if you have time or any time. Well, bye guys, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.